In Parashat Chukat, we have the crucial and turning point of the career of Moshe Rabbeinu and Aaron HaKohen, what caused them actually to be sentenced not to be able to enter Eretz Yisrael, and that is the story of Mei Meriva, them hitting the rock when they were supposed to speak with the rock, and hence being sentenced for lack of Kiddush Hashem to stay and die in the Midbar, not entering Eretz Yisrael with Klal Yisrael. And of course, the question is, what is exactly wrong with this? 40 years ago, when they just came out of Mitzrayim, they were commanded and instructed to hit the rock. When the first episode of the rolling rock accompanying them happened to start giving the water, was by Moshe Rabbeinu exactly doing what he did again. He hit the rock. He was instructed to hit the rock. So what can be wrong about it? It's such a big deal. And the Yalkut writes that the reason is exactly that, because what was 40 years ago the direction and the way to deal with an issue should not necessarily be the same way that you deal with it now. Klal Yisrael came out of Mitzrayim, an undeveloped nation, just like a child that sometimes you have to enforce issues. You have to use certain level of discipline and force to get a point across. But when the child grows up and turns into an adult, a sophisticated person, those relationships, those sophistications are ought to create a situation in which you could talk, you could communicate, you could get across a point softly and maturely. And that's really the relationship that we had. They came as halalu ovdei avodah zarah, v'halalu ovdei avodah zarah, but now they are a nation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, giving them what Moshe Rabbeinu calls lev lada'at, einayim lir'ot, ve'oznayim lishma. They are a nation of sophisticated people who have a heart to understand, eyes to see, ears to hear. And that was supposed to be the relationship, and that was developed with them. For us in life, every relationship between a parent and child, between different people, when you develop that relationship, you want it to build from something that has to be made a strong point to something that doesn't need to be even said. That a look carries in it 1,000 words. A relationship that is so sophisticated, so developed, and so mature and sensitive that the person could understand with words and maybe even with a look. That is the relationship HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to have with us, that we are so connected with Him, that with a word, we are moshcheni acharecha narutza. We are running after HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We don't need to be forced. We don't